Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to CIS 101 for spring 2018. I know it's hard to think about spring with all of this cold weather, but we do know the end of March, beginning of April starts to look more humid. All right, just wanted to welcome you. I want you to see that all of our announcements, the course will always automatically open up to announcements when you come into CIS 101. That's the entry point. Notice the left menu buttons. We start with announcements. I've already given you the announcements, talking to you about welcoming you to the course. Here's information about me as your instructor, and this is what I look like, and you'll see the voice thread in a little while. Gave you a little bit of personal and biographical information. The course syllabus. We take a look at what the course syllabus looks like. Right. Here's our course syllabus in a PDF file, so this should be easy for you to open up with no problem. Okay. And the course name, the course outcome, the learning objectives, the new See or Better policy for business majors and minors. Please make sure you read that. Program learning outcomes addressed by the course. Notice that we will have a discussion board, introductory discussion board using VoiceThread, LinkedIn assignments. We will work with PowerPoint, Excel, Access. It's imperative that you have these software installed in your computer, because even though we're using My IT Lab, you still have assignments that will be outside of the My IT Lab, so you must have Access installed. We have an end of semester project which will be worth 20%. You know the grading system here at the School of Professional Studies. The software, the required text, information about that and where to get the text. Okay. I just make sure that you understand that even though you're using a Mac or a tablet or a smartphone, you might not have all of the features that you will need to complete the Excel, Access, and PowerPoint tutorials. Apps on the tablet or smartphone contain only parts of the full software. And if you have any Mac issues, please contact the help desk. All right. And this is the course code for My IT Lab. We're going to go to that in a couple of minutes. All right. So here's the My IT instructions. You come in as a student. This is the course number for this particular course. If you were in another section of CIS 101, you would have a different instructor with a different course number, or probably another instructor teaching the same course in the third section. This is section number 1. So making sure that you realize that you're with me, Professor Sandy Figueroa, and that's our code. And follow all the instructions, and you should be able to go through My IT with no problem. All right. These are the assignments, the chapters that we're looking at. PowerPoint, chapters 1 and 2. Excel, chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. This time I'm not using chapter 5. Access, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. All right, so there are 4 chapters, and we also have a LinkedIn assignment. We have LinkedIn 1A, 1B, and LinkedIn 2A, 2B, and the end of semester. And here are the dates for all of the assignments. All right, and accessibility and accommodation. These are all the required features that have to be in the syllabus. All right, let's go back to Blackboard and the assignments. Now, this I want you to pay particular attention. Notice that week 1 assignments, this is your introductory assignments. You will not be using My IT Lab assignments yet. This is to get you to understand what My IT Lab is all about. So you'll be able to use this syllabus and course information. All right, I've already gone over. Here's your first assignment, LinkedIn assignment. And here's your 1A and 1B. All right, so make sure that you follow the instructions. LinkedIn profile discussion board, you're going to submit your the URL, the address for your LinkedIn profile here in the discussion board. So I'll show you that in a minute. But what I do want to make sure that you understand, when we look at the assignments, ladies and gentlemen, right, starting with February 5th, okay, this is when we start, and the assignments are due February 12th. So all of these My IT Labs are due February 12th. The My IT Lab, the Beyond the Classroom is due February 12th, and the PowerPoint Chapter 1 test is due February 12th. All right, so here's the test. Here are the instructions with the password for the test. Okay, and now let's take a look at My IT Lab. Right? So when you log into My IT Lab, once you follow all the instructions, then you're going to go to the assignment calendar. I want to show you something. It's very important. Okay? It takes a while, as we all know. Technology, depending on our bandwidth and the number of people who are using the software. Okay, this determines our throughput. Right? So we go to, now this is what I want you to see. Okay? We go to February 12th. Why do we go to February 12th? Because My IT Lab is programmed that the students get to see the assignments on the day that the assignment is due. Even though the announcement is made on February 5th, the assignment is due February 12th. And because the assignment is due February 12th, in My IT Lab, you have to look at the date that it's due, and that would be February 12th. All right, let me make sure that you understand this. Let me go through this again to make sure you understand. In Blackboard, the announcement of the assignment is made on February 5th. This is Blackboard. You see where it says CUNY Blackboard. When you go to My IT Lab, all right, you see My IT Lab. All right, you'll see the assignment on February 12th, the due date. That means that you have from February 5th to February 12th to do the assignment. You only have 1 week to do the assignment. And you'll notice that there are a number of assignments. All right, the 4 exercise assignments. The rest of these assignments, ladies and gentlemen, are to help you understand what's PowerPoint. So the actual assignments that you have, the My IT assignments, are exercises 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so you'll notice that you have a simulation training, and then you have an exam based on the training. In addition, okay, you have an end of chapter quiz to help you to review the chapter, the key terms of the quiz, all right, to help you with the chapter. PowerPoint presentation for the chapter, both visually and audibly. You have student videos to help you go through the exercises, the simulation exercise 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and you'll have notes for the student data files. Everything that you need for the course is in My IT Lab, all right, and all of the testing that's in Blackboard is right here on Blackboard. All right, so here is the Beyond the Classroom, and here's the test right here. The password for the test is beach. Okay, so I want you to realize that you have 1 week to do all of these assignments. And again, let's make sure that you understand that the announcement of the assignment is February 5th or February 12th, but the day that the assignment is due is on the assignment calendar. So let's take a look at week 3. Okay, so week 3, the assignments are announced on February 12th, but they are due on February 19th. So that means you go to February 19th to do the actual assignments, and they are going to be available to you before the 19th, obviously, because you have a week to do the assignments. All right, so I want to make sure that you understand that. All right, everything else, okay, the discussions, okay, I want you to see that this is a class community, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I am not the only one who has information. I am not the only one who knows how to use Blackboard or how to do PowerPoint or Excel or Access. Some of you work way into the night. I am not available way into the night, but somebody in the class is. So this is where you ask all your questions. Other people in the class will be able to help you. If I find that no one has responded to your question, and I would probably give a day before then, and then I will jump in. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is introduce yourself, and this is part of the introductory assignment. Okay, very first introductory assignment. Okay, and you'll see your first introductory assignment asking you to become familiar with the Blackboard, read all the documents under the course syllabus, purchase the required custom e-textbook and the required LinkedIn textbook, register in My IT, and make sure you introduce yourself via the video link. Okay. And the discussion board is the LinkedIn. Go into discussion, introduce yourself, and I'm going to put my voice thread so that you can see what I'm talking about, the sample, and you respond via the voice thread, my voice thread, when you introduce yourself. And please make sure when you introduce yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that you are semi-professionally dressed. You don't have to be dressed with a jacket and tie for the men or women in a very fancy dress or anything, but just something a little more formal. I had a student last semester who made the introductory video in her pajamas. Not exactly what you would expect in a class that of professionals. All right, making sure that you create the avatar. Okay, and any questions that you have about the class for the introductory assignments, make sure you post in Q&A. All right. I did make my announcements, or at least I thought I did. What is important in syllabus, the course information. Looking at the course information. Okay. Rules and guidelines. This is important to read through as well. There are instructions in text formatting as to how to upload your assignments. You've already had an orientation on Blackboard, so you should be able to know this. What are we going to use for the software that you need? Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. All right, we are going to have those types of exercises in the software that we're using. Excel, Access, PowerPoint 2016. So it's Microsoft Office 2016. Okay, so please make sure that you go to the, make sure that you use a laptop or a computer if you're having trouble using a tablet or a smartphone. Some of the apps do not have all of the data or the instructions or the exercises that you need to complete the assignment. Make sure you realize that there's no extra credit or incomplete in this course. This is a college level course, even though it's a 100 level course, but there's no extra credit, no incomplete. You have a number of assignments, a great deal of assignments, so you will not have time to do extra credit because there's a great deal. Okay? I am pretty good at responding to email. I ask that you send me a text if you have a problem that's personal, a text or an email. Please do not call, even though I've given you my cell phone number. It is very important for you to realize that it's very difficult to always, we all have different commitments. All right. So when you take a look, I've given you my, I teach at Hostos Community College when you see the information. I've given you my cell phone so you can text me. If you want us to Skype, we might want to be able to Skype. I have my Skype address. My email is at Hostos, not the SPS email. So if you're sending it to SPS and I'm not receiving it, the primary, what CUNY first does is go to the primary place of employment. My primary place of employment is Hostos Community College. All right. So you have email. You can contact me via email. You can contact me via text, which I prefer, or email. When you call, it's very difficult because I use a paper trail, and that's why I like the email or the texting. When you call, and I try to remember the next time because there might be another call on another issue. So the reason I'm asking for email or text so that I have a paper trail and know that I've actually responded to your question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the other thing that I'm going to post for you is the voice thread so that you can introduce yourself, and I will indicate that via Blackboard. Okay, you'll get the announcement, but it'll be there as soon as you'll see it. I've made this before the class started, so you will definitely have the voice thread on the discussion board so that you can see how to respond to the questions that I'm asking you to respond when you introduce yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I look forward to working with each and every one of you, and I know that you're going to enjoy the course. I enjoy teaching this class, and I know I'll enjoy working with every one of you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and all the best to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.